very excited about this video. I can't tell you how much what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. It blew ours, trust me. I guess just kind of a precursor to what got me into Funko Pop collecting in general. I'm a DC fan. I've always been a DC fan. You know, you guys can fight about that in the comments if you want, whether it's Marvel versus DC, but when we started collecting Funko Pops, the main thing that was on my list was all of the original DC series. There are a lot of good ones, but while we were collecting, there were a lot of ones that nobody wanted, just because it was like, well, those are kind of cool, but nobody knew about, like, retirement. Like, retirement pops wasn't the thing, you know?
Right, we didn't even understand retirement until we had been collecting for a good 6 months or so, and then we were like, no!
They're called vaulted now, or whatever you want to call it, you know, just to make it, you know, safe. Well, we didn't really retire, we just vaulted it, or whatever. But anyways, you know, there were some pops that were always more expensive than the regular $8 that you would find them in a store. They were $30 and $40. Or a little more, but I was always like, well, I don't really want to spend that money on them because, you know, we were new and we didn't really understand how the prices of pops were.
We were young and stupid.
We were young and dumb, right? Well, a few of those were what I'm about to show you, and how do we get them is probably what you're going to ask. You saw the video prior. We worked out a deal. Nicole contacted us and said, hey, this is what I got. Will you do some pops for us, among some other things? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can't pass that offer up. This is great. So let me show you what I'm talking about. First off, she sent a Martian Manhunter. This is the one I wanted the most. Okay, this is the one I wanted the absolute most.
Right.
Now, she said that some of these didn't have boxes. I was like, you know, whatever. You know, I'm planning on displaying these anyways out of the box at some point. But if you guys have a box and you don't like Martian Manhunter, hook me up, I guess. Or maybe we can get somebody to scan him and I can make a box or something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm just a huge fan of Martian Manhunter, and I think that this pop is absolutely fantastic. Nicole,
you're the
best. Thank you. If I could say it, thank you 1,000 times, write it on a chalkboard like Bart Simpson, I swear I would. I am so happy to have Martian Manhunter. This pop is absolutely amazing. I feel very bad that this was retired pretty much before people got into collecting pops, because I think this is one of the better ones. I
agree. The sculpting in that for the early days of Funko was above and beyond a lot of the things that they were making. Like right now you look at it and you're like, well, really not so much, but back in the day when they first started doing these pops, the sculpting on this was
really good, yeah. And it has the black line around the red eyes, which was a big thing. Yeah. And of course, you gotta love his cape.
And a lot of that was hand done. So a lot of these early ones, they had the errors and the paint and a lot of flaws. And this one's actually really good. Don't.
Up next, we have another rare, old, original DC. Yeah. It's Shazam. This is one that I always looked at and was like, well, you know, I kind of like Shazam. Shazam was kind of a cool character, but he was, you know, nobody really, he wasn't that big, you know, at the time. But now we see that Shazam's going to get his own movie, and he's about to be put into the cinematic universe. And this is going to be harder and harder to get it. So, you know, this pop, when I saw it after she sent it to me, I was like, wow, I didn't realize the detail that was in this pop.
I know, his cape is just amazing. There's so many, like, the little filigree on the side and everything. That's really just stunning.
It's great, yeah, and the boots have like little, like, I don't know what you'd call those. They're kind of an interpretation of stitching, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
But, yeah, I think that's really, really, really cool. And then it's just a Superman head, so there's nothing different as far as the head goes, but the body is great. I love the red and yellow, bold McDonald's colors.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. Up next, we have one that I was like, whoa, what is this? This is fantastic. Yeah. So I always saw this one and I was like, okay, pretty cool, you know, I think that's really cool, but I never got it. And then by then it was already retired and I couldn't get it. But after seeing this might be one of the best sculpts I've seen Funko ever do.
I think it's...
And it's old.
Probably the best one they've ever done, because just show them. Just show them so I can say.
Hawkman, guys.
Oh my god.
This thing is crazy.
Those wings though.
I know. Those wings though.
Those wings though.
The wings on, not just the wings on his back, but the wings on his helmet.
I know, I love it. I love how he has this big beak. Like, you didn't really see that kind of stuff, and I don't know.
This is amazing. So amazing. I love this. And just, these are the three that she sent that didn't have boxes. And once again, I was like, that's fine with me. this is still really good. You know, we're digging it. She also sent in box an original Aquaman. So we have the new 52 Aquaman where there's really not much of a difference beside the top of him being gold. It's more of a gold color, not just the original yellow and green. So it's just more of a baseline colors. But yeah, I mean, I need this because I need to get all 18 of the original DC.
You have to complete the series.
Yeah, I'm a completionist, and this really helps me complete it. Now, there's still 2 more. I'll leave the best for last. But this one I didn't even know she was sending.
No, it was such a surprise.
This was like, this blew my mind. When I looked at it, I was like, really, you're awesome, Nicole.
Yeah.
You're just so awesome. And what I'm talking about is she sent, and I don't even know how she got it. I didn't even, this was literally not even in the conversation
not a part of the deal,
or the deal or anything.
Yeah.
She sent a gold Superman, guys, from the GameStop, the Blackest Night Superman. She was like, hey, let's throw this in there.
Yeah.
That's like amazing to me because I really did want the gold Superman, but I just kind of put it in the back of my head like, I will just keep it over here.
Yeah, it's something I probably won't get.
Yeah, so. But now he can live with the gold Batman together because if you guys didn't know already, I'm a Batman fan and a Superman fan. As much as people hate on Superman, I know everybody hates Superman for some reason. He's just overpowered or whatever.
I think that everybody hates on Superman because we've had so many movies and TV shows, and they haven't really changed him up too much like they have with other characters.
But it's Superman. You can't change. I don't think they've really written his story properly.
That's true.
That's my opinion. I think he's a lot more interesting than people give him credit for. But that's for a whole nother video. Seriously, Nicole, I didn't know you were throwing this in there. This is touching. I really appreciate this.
Alright guys, this is the one that I have been wanting for years. And I thought, oh my god, we'll never get him. It's not going to happen. But she sent the original Green Arrow. The best Green Arrow. The old man Oliver Queen. That's just, oh my god.
The number one pop that we didn't own that we wanted.
Yes.
It's now in the collection.
I'm so happy because I like the younger version of Oliver Queen and all of that. Like, I think that that's great. But I love old Green Arrow. There's something amazing to me about a man who is like late 40s, early 40s, somewhere in that range, just old and still kicking butt.
Yeah, it's kind of like Batman when he's old, when he's in his older state. You know, he's decrepit, he's just broke down, he doesn't want to do it anymore. There's a whole, underlying story to a character like that, and I agree. I think that the older, like we've said before, I think that they could even do, if they ever do bring Green Arrow back out, like we've seen them do to some other pops, and they have to change paint jobs.
Right.
You really could change his beard and stuff to like white, where he gets like really old.
You could. But I don't know. I love him because this is when he starts dating like Black Canary and they get married and then all of that happens and I just, oh my god, that's probably my favorite part of the comic series. Oh my god, he's so cool. I'm so excited. His gloves, like, they don't really have fingers except for like when they wrap around the bow. I mean, they're there, but they're kind of hard to see. I love how it has the stitching where it's sewing up his jacket right at his neck. It even has all of the pouches around his belt, and then his bow is like a really weird gray color. Like I assumed it would be something a little different, but paint job looks good. There doesn't seem to be... Yeah, it's really good. For being that old, that's a great paint job. There doesn't seem to be hardly any flaws with him. I am in love with this pop so much. This is definitely now in our top 5 favorite pops. Oh, for sure. This could replace my Stitch at #1. Like that. Whoa. I have been wanting this pop for so long. I'm like tied with Stitch now. Like I hate to say that, but it's true. I like him too. I think he's great. Nicole, you are the bomb.com. That's right. The stuff that you sent literally blew us away. I did love doing your customs. I'm gonna send you one that I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Okay. just to make up for the extra one you sent me. I'm gonna send you something. It'll be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise. It might take a little while, but it's going to be a surprise. So just be on the lookout for that. Alright guys, so there it is. How amazing are these? Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite if you're a DC fan? If you're not a DC fan, you could care less. Right. If you're not a DC fan, what's your favorite pop in this that we got? If you are a DC fan, what is your favorite pop in the original 18? I'm going to have to say, as strange as it is. What is the as strange as it is? As strange as it is, I would have... Obviously, you'd think I'd say Batman because I'm a huge Batman fan, right? You think I'd say Penguin. You think I'd say Riddler. You think I would say Two-Face. No. I gotta go now with Hawkman. Yeah, the design of that pop is flawless. The wings on the back and the side of his head, it's absolutely stunning. Who would have thunk it? What's your favorite? I wonder... No, Green Arrow, like for sure. This is probably, it's such a simple design, but it's one of my favorite characters of all time in the DC world. So I'm gonna have to go with this. Now I need an
original canary.
Yeah, I need an original canary to go with this so that I can have my little love fest going.
What I really hope to see in the new DC box when it comes out is I'd really like to see some original old characters.
Yeah, I would too. I'd like to see some of the more obscure characters that you don't really get, like how they did with Morbius.
Morbius, yeah.
I think that could be really interesting to see what they can pull out of the DC vault and make.
Yeah, like Morbius, we don't really follow Spider-Man so much, and not that deep in the realm anyways. We do DC, though.
Yes.
So, you know, to a lot of the Marvel fans, I'm sure Morbius was great. One thing about that, with Marvel fans, when they got Morbius, they were probably really excited because that was a character that they know would have never been made into a pop in a line, in a regular line. So I'm hoping to see that in the DC line.
I cannot wait. I'm so ecstatic to see what Funko's going to come up with because it seems like they've been coming out with just more and more great characters. And for them to have an exclusive DC box... Woo, praise Jesus, it's going to be so good.
Alright guys, so there they are. They're amazing. So are you guys. So are you, Nicole. Definitely
That's right.
you, Nicole. So we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks guys. Bye.